Yeah, for sure. And then really quick, I just want to run through the Illinois State game stuff again, as we usually do with the amount of commitments. Uh, this week we have 75 commitments, or we're up to 75 commitments, and Lewis Hammett, your boys at Lewis, are still leading the way with 7 commitments, and then Lincoln Land and Morton follow both with 4. So pretty cool there to see. I think Lewis continues to just keep getting more and more guys, it seems like.
Yeah, I saw they got Jake Newman, catcher from Lincoln Way East. He's catching Jack Bauer all spring. It's a good one.
No, I was just asking if Jack Bauer came like with him or not, but I guess not. Like, there's not a duo, so
Yeah,
Jack Bauer's
yeah.
still at
Trying to get
Mississippi
Jack to Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Be a
not
good
happening.
gig for Coach Vusko over there.
It'd be all right. Yeah, no, it's a no for now.
So I know we found they're starting to kind of see some future games commitments trickle in. So kind of those big time commitments coming into the SEC schools and things like that. But do you guys want to kind of mention some of those players that have just recently committed?
I mean, I'll get in on Tristan Steger. Like, what an awesome rise for him throughout 2025. And maybe it wasn't a rise for him. Like, he rose for us. Like, we got to see him a bunch and perform at some, really high-level events, future games most importantly. And, yeah, commits to Kentucky. He was arguably the top performer on Team Illinois, like, along with Jackson Tucker, what he did that first day, hitting 2 home runs against Indiana. But man, Steger lived on the barrel the entire event. He's a left-handed hitting catcher, and he can stick behind the plate. You don't find too many of those guys. And then you factor in the bat-to-ball skills with the power. Tristan Steger has a chance to be right up towards the top of our class the rest of the way through, and maybe get pro interest when he's a senior. And I think that's a really good gift for Kentucky. And happy for him, because he was fun to watch at the future games. He loves to play the game. He's highly competitive. He was a joy to have in the dugout.
I think he only got out one time. But we can stick with Kentucky here. Jimmy Anderson, who's over at Heartland right now, he was a Joliet West, what was that, 2024 grad, I think? Yeah, 2024. I mean, he's just been absolutely tearing it up. He's one of the top JUCO prospects in the Midwest. And, getting rewarded with a commitment to Kentucky. I mean, he was actually drafted last summer, but turned it down. So we'll see what happens again this year. But he's been an absolute stud. Just tearing it up over at Heartland.
And he was a guy I kind of kick myself on. Like, I feel like we all really, really liked him. He was ranked high, but probably didn't push the chips in on him as much as I could have. Like, he was a guy I just remember when we were watching for the future games back in the day, and he didn't ultimately get, that invite. So to see him just every year, it seems like he's continued to elevate himself, and I know they're very high on him at Heartland. Happy for Jimmy as well. 2 Kentucky boys there with Steger and Anderson going down there.
And then I know we had a pair of Illinois commits from our future games team as well, Carson Trivellini and Wade Osment. And then Braylon Brown, a senior future gamer this year from Staunton, is going to Cincinnati. And then Dylan Huff is a guy that was at the future games last summer, and he just committed to Toledo as well. So some awesome commitments coming in through this week, or last week, I guess.
Gavin, real quick, Braylon Brown, I think you just misspoke. He was a future gamer just for Team Select this year. He wasn't a senior future gamer. Yeah. All good. I just wanted to throw that out there just so people weren't confused.
2027.
That's a 2027.
Yeah. Yep. With some really, really, like, you dig into his TrackMan metrics, there's a lot to like there with Braylon, and probably a lot more to come. But yeah, you mentioned Trivellini and Wade Osmond going to Illinois, like 2 Crystal Lake guys, kind of rivals. You got Crystal Lake Central, Crystal Lake South, both going to Illinois. Will be teammates down there. Happy for both of them. Trivellini was one of my favorite guys to have in the dugout on Team Illinois, and probably the smoothest, most natural infield defender we had on that team. Like, I think he's a shortstop, at the next level. But shoot, if you have another really good shortstop at Illinois when he walks in the door, he can easily go to second. He can easily go to third. Like, those actions will play anywhere. And he's only going to get better. Also a stud basketball player. So good luck this offseason, this winter, Carson, on the hardwood.